Yo, what's up, guys? It's NapBC, and today I'm going to give you guys my, I guess, thoughts, opinions, and ideas surrounding the new patch notes that Blizzard just implemented. So, if you guys didn't know, a lot of characters got changed, and yeah, I'll just show you guys now. I'll just hop straight into it. So, Brigitta, right? Since Brig prior to this nerf is overpowered, right? She's still I think she can still like have potential, right? Because like Rally's still really good, right? Just like not as good for her since she has 200 base health, right? Or I believe like yeah, oh no, 150 base health along with 50 armor, because previously she had 200 base health with 50 armor, which gave her like 250, right? With like the 50 armor. So I'm just glad that they're nerfing Brig, man. Honestly, they Brigitte has like ruled the meta for so long, and like rather than like countering metas, right? Like the purpose of Brig was to counter dive, right? But instead of doing that, not she made dive stronger. If you were running like dive comps with Brig, right? And like goats, right? Which if you guys experience the ghost meta, you guys know how that went. It's just like so much healing, so much damage, so much sustain. It's like you couldn't kill anything. And then Blizzard buffed like Sombra to try to counter goats, and then you had like Sombra goats replacing Diva. But anyways, yeah, overall really good Brig nerf. Honestly, I think that if they made self healing like 75%, rather than self healing is no longer reduced by half with Inspire, I think that like if you had only 75% healing rather than 50% self healing, I think that would be good. Um, like nerf, I think Blizzard should nerf the rally numbers too, to like 75 armor per target, and you get and you lose the armor like after 3 seconds, or no, sorry, like after rally, like after like 3 4 seconds. I probably say I'll probably say like 4 seconds, just not to like dumpster her too much, just to get more value off ult. So actually, you know what? No, 3 seconds. You have armor for 3 seconds with rally after rally, right? And then the armor completely goes away. So I think personally, I think that would be the play, but I don't know. Like somewhere between 3 to 5 seconds, depending on how the meta goes. So Arisa nerf. Now, since I play a lot of Genji, right? Your boy's a Genji main. It's like, and even if people like don't play Genji, the halt with Arisa is it just felt like such an impressive ability, right? So, honestly, I really like this change. I think this change is good. The projectile speed is faster, and the radius reduce. It's like it's reduced from 7 to 4 meters, right? So and that'll make it so that you can't get like pulled from like the other side of the map. You know what I mean? But like, anyways, I think too. Another thing that could be good for halt is like the stun duration, or not like the stun, but like the amount of time that you're kind of like halted in the air is less. If that makes any sense. So base armor reduced from 250 to 200. Perfect change. I don't see any problem with that. Arisa felt like really strong with her fortify, and this change is good, I think. I'm not sure if they'll need to nerf her more in time. I mean, Arisa's still strong even with these changes, right? Because though halt is good, like Arisa wasn't good just because of halt. So, yeah, I mean, Pharah changes. Yeah, like I like to play Pharah, right? I also like to play Hitskins, so both sides, but I think these changes are interesting just to try just to kind of play around with it. So the developer comment says, "We're making some adjustments to hover jets that should increase her flight speed and make her more agile. To compensate for the change, we're also lowering her hover uptime. Rocket Barrage has such immense damage output that the tail end of the duration was often more of a liability than the benefit. Than a benefit, especially with." Dude, there's two typos. Especially with freer barriers around to blast through. Um, a rocket barrage. I mean, I don't think like I think like this first part is true, but like it's not really about barriers. It's more like how long people could shoot you for. But in my eyes, but hover jets movement speed increased by 20%. Like when you use your shift, right? Like your boost up, and her regeneration rate. Oh wait. Hover jet. No. Sorry, hover jets is her like passive, where you can just like fly around, right? So you can fly faster. Regeneration rate reduced from 50 to 35 per second for like the fuel, right? And barrage duration reduced from 3 to 2.5 seconds. I think that's fine, right? Because barrage has so much damage. It's like you don't need 3 seconds. Like that 0.5 damage, you know, it might help, but barrage is like an ultimate that if the Pharah stays alive and if you just get sights on the enemy team, then you just like deal so much damage that the extra 0.5 often doesn't even matter. So good change. I don't know how this is gonna go. I think they should nerf hit scans rather than buff Pharah. If they want to try to make Pharah meta, because these changes are only gonna make it like a little bit harder for hit scans to counter her. But you know, overall, not a bad change. Roadhog, these open changes are intended to make Roadhog's chain hook combo more consistent and bring back some of the heavyweight feeling it had in the past. So like kind of like you can hook someone and then like just pop him, right? You don't need to like hit him in the head. You don't need to do the melee as often. It's more reliable. So ammo reduced from 6 to 5. Damage per projectile increased from 6 to 7. And keep in mind, if you don't think that's a big change, Roadhog has many pellets for scrap guns. So and the recoveries increase from 0.7 to 0.85 seconds. So essentially, he shoots slower, he has less ammo, but he does more damage. And this is just like for his primary and secondary fire. So yeah. All right, Sigma definitely needed a nerf. He did like too much with like for the hero's difficulty, he did like too much, right? So given Sigma's offensive strength with hyperspheres, that's his primary, and accretion, we've reduced some of his defensive tools to help bring him more in line with other tank heroes. Health reduced, experimental barrier. Health reduced from 900 to 700. Regeneration rate reduced from 120 to 80 per second. So you have barrier less frequently, and you have less of a barrier. So when it cracks, it's like it'll take more time to regen. Kinetic grass cooldown increased from 10 to 12 seconds. I mean, honestly, I think if they I don't know. You just like you can't let Sigma be like as fluid as he is, right? Like these changes are good, but like they should maybe have like a certain amount of time that you can keep experimental barrier up. Like let's say I don't know. Like after like 5 seconds the barrier goes down. Because it's like you could just like move it everywhere, right? And then you can create area denial and whatnot. So I don't know, but we'll see how this meta goes with this. And Arisa Sig will still be decent. It just like it won't be as good as other compositions. Like right now, Zarya Winston is actually quite dominant, both in ranked and in the Overwatch League. So yeah, I'll just do this. Teleporter cooldown reduced from 12 to 10 seconds. Since they're like nerfing double shield, I don't know why they would buff Symmetra if they're trying to make Symmetra better. I mean, I guess you have teleporter more frequently. You can make plays frequently. Cool, but it's like, well, I guess if they're nerfing barriers and they buff Symmetra, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense because like Symmetra like thrives off barriers because she actually gains ammo from it. So I don't know really what they were trying to do with this change, but I mean, I'm not against it. So now is Zenyatta. Zenyatta has low healing and mobility outside of his ultimate, but makes up for it with high potential damage output. Here's the thing, right? Zenyatta doesn't make up for it with high potential damage output, like fully, because there are healers in the game that have high healing and also high damage output. Like maybe not as much as Zen, but let's say Ana, for instance. Ana can do quite a bit of damage. Like if you hit your shots, like not as much as Zen because you don't have discords, right? But like you have more survivability, you have a stun, your alt builds faster and you can't be like dove as easily. So I guess the statement is true because if players are good at to an extent, because if players are good at Zenyatta, then they can get this value. But if they're not, then you know it's hard, right? And that's not to say that heroes like Ana don't involve skill. It's just that Ana's right now is an objectively better hero than Zen is. You can only really play Zen in like coordinated teams. So, but let's just get into the changes. With the recently lowered barrier uptime resulting in an overall faster pace of the game, we want to make sure Zenyatta still excels at his strengths. This change will make his charge attack flow a little bit better in combat. Order of Destruction, Secondary Fire, charge rate increased 15%, 0.6 down to 0.52 seconds per orb. Rate of fire increased from 8.5 to 9 shots per second. His secondary. Yeah, okay, so he has a faster rate of fire, and you can charge his like right click faster. So, just a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah, let's see the changes. Easy clap. So, let's see. First of all, Arisa. You know, as you can see, her armor is 400 at the bottom left of your screen. Halt travels faster, but it pulls them less. So, hold on, I'll try to pull someone. I'll try to do it here. It's like less lenient. It's like you can't pull them from there anymore, right? And that means you can't like pull people around like corners as much. So I'll try to do it again.
Not so fast.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't do there, because sometimes with pull you could do that and it'd be super frustrating to play against. But let's see, 4 meters, right? So if this is 5 meters, like you couldn't do it from there, whereas before you could do that. So Hog, as you can see, he has at the bottom right of your screen, he has like 5 bullets, right? And he shoots slower, both with his left click and right click. But watch this damage. It one shots, body shot. I didn't melee, I didn't do anything. Just one shot body shot. And you can still like melee too and try to go for that shot, but ultimately, you will get that one shot most often on 200 HP targets with your hook, even if you body shot. So, Sigma just changing numbers. Kinetic Grasp, you know, you have a 12-second cooldown. Change is fine. Sigma will still be strong, I think, but you know, now other metas might have a chance to prevail, and the recent Sigma changes aren't super big, right? But like the fact that they're buffing characters like Zenyatta and Hog, right? Like shield break heroes. I think like shields will be less prominent, which is definitely a good thing considering how dominant double shield was for such a long time. So let's see. Oh yeah, Pharah. So if you guys can't tell, she's flying a little bit faster now, but her fuel regenerates slower. And come on, let me just get my ult, and then I'll say. But yeah, basically, her ult lasts like 0.5 seconds less. So it's like that can actually be good for Pharah. Because like if Pharah's in the air for too long, it gives like hit scans like a ton of time to just like reacting to it.
Clearing the area.
That they just like can't do anything. And so now you have it. Okay. So I won't talk and I'll just let you guys see. It'll be a little bit shorter, and hopefully you guys will notice.
Justice reigns from above.
It's like at the end of the voice cue, then it ends. It used to like kind of, and like a little bit like after the voice cue for Pharah's ultimate, but Symmetra just like TP change, as you can see, it's 10 seconds rather than 12, right? She has like her cooldowns more often. Decent change. Again, like I don't really know what Blizzard was trying to like accomplish with it, since Symmetra flourishes with metas that have very strong barriers, but you know that's okay. Let's see. Brig. Thank goodness she got this.
I will prove
Hold on, let's
myself.
see. Like overall, she just like heals us, right? And you guys can see that she has like a 200 armor, and like her inspire does less healing. So hold on. So like if I'm around the friendly bots, it's like they get healed less. I can't really show you guys the exact numbers now, but these are on live. So if you guys want to test them for yourselves, then you can. And yeah, I think this change is good because like if you like used to headshot her as Hanzo, like you wouldn't kill her. Like fully charged headshot, you wouldn't kill her Brigitta. But now you can. Right, as I will show you here. So I go Hanzo. Right, you could do it as Widow before, but goodness Hanzo.
Hello.
And watch this. Boom. Headshot the Brigitta straight in the head, easy claps. No damage cost. So let's see, Zen. Watch this. Like his orbs, I feel like they travel like super fast now. Oh wait, no, that bot was like 1 HP. That's not a good example. You still need good aim with it, but like look at how fast they travel. And look at how fast like you charge it. So you just like, I don't know, it's just like you can kind of like snipe people with right clicks, and I think that's kind of cool because it will benefit like good Zenyatta players. I don't think he will be oppressive. Like I highly doubt it. Like if there's a good Zenyatta player on the enemy team or on your team that's doing that, then there's a good Zenyatta player. But otherwise, you know, it's chill. So, anyways, guys, I think that covers the changes. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And, yeah, all right, peace out, you guys. I love you all. Let me know what content you guys want to see, and yeah, like leaving a like and subscribing, it like enables me to continue to both produce and like improve the content that I make, right? So yeah, all right, peace out, guys. Love you all. Have a great day. Stay safe.